Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a new tutorial for you on Adobe Photoshop, and today our topic is how to do frequency separation retouching in Adobe Photoshop. So the name frequency separation comes from two things, which is the tone and the texture. It means when you keep intact your texture and you also do the retouching of this picture, it means you smoothen the picture as well as you keeping the texture with it. That means it is frequency retouched technique. So I will explain everything in detail when I will show you the total tutorial on how to do that. So first, see the left picture. This is the raw picture, raw image, and the right one is the retouched image after I did the frequency separation. So why it is so important? Because the normal retouching technique, the face gets really smooth and it loses tons of detail and it doesn't look natural and it doesn't look crisp and beautiful. So in this right image you can see it is retouched. As you can see, this skin is really smooth compared to this one, but it has a tons of detail in it. In the forehead portion, as you can see, it has tons of detail. In the mouth portion, in the eyes and the nose, everywhere there is tons of detail, and it is also retouched. So that looks really crisp and nice and smooth picture. So many people love this frequency separation technique on their retouching their portraits and their pictures. So if you want to learn this, you need to go to this Adobe Photoshop with me. So let's do it. So now we are in the Photoshop CS6 version. So first you need to import a particular image that you want to retouch. Then you will go to the right side, you can see the background name, and you need to create two layers. Use Ctrl J to create layers and do it twice to create two layers. As you can see, layer 1 and layer 1 copy. They are two different layers. You need to name it for a better understanding. So double click on it, and as you can see there is a box will open to change the name. Suppose I am naming it color layer. Press enter and do the same for the layer 1 copy, and I am naming it texture layer. I am separating those two layers, and the color and the texture. Now deselect this texture layer using this eye. As you can see, there is no eye, means it is deselected and it is not showing anything. And select this color layer and go to this filter and go to blur and go to Gaussian blur. Now this Gaussian blur box is really important. Make sure it is tick mark, and you can set the radius. As you can see, if I change the radius, it is less blurred. If I change it to 77 radius, it is really very high blurred. So make sure that everything is really fair. As you can see, this blurriness is really good, this amount, because I can see the picture. As you can see, I can see the texture as well as the color tone of the picture. So that is a nice smooth blur. So 12.7 is really good for this image, but don't copy this, because if you have a lots of high resolution image, 12.6 is not enough. You need to increase up to 30, 40, whatever the image required. So they need to press OK, and then select this texture layer and go to this texture layer and go to this image and press apply image. This is really important box again. First you need to select this layer and make sure it is color, and channel RGB, and blending mode go to subtract. So why it is subtract? Because we are subtracting this color layer from this texture layer, and press OK. So what does that mean? Texture layer is the texture, the detail. As you can see, that you can see only the detail, but it has no color. But if you unchecked it, as you can see, this is blurry image, this is our color layer. So we just subtracted those. Then you need to group them using Ctrl and press those layers and use Ctrl G to group. And then you need to go to this texture layer and change this blending mode to linear light. As you can see, both of those layers did the same thing. They are same layer, but actually they are not. One is texture and one is color. So you did the texture, make it linear light, and you will not change anything from the texture layer. we'll keep intake the texture layer and we will edit our color layer only. So go to this color layer and go to this lasso tool to select particular portion. Suppose I'm selecting this particular portion, and so go to this filter, blur, and you also need to set things. Make sure it is preview ticked, and you can change this radius according to your needs. The more you do, the more retouching it will do, but keep it at a fair level that it looks natural and crisp and beautiful. So 41 is really good for this image. I don't like to overdo anything. So Ctrl F is the Gaussian blur shortcut. As you can see, Ctrl plus F is the shortcut. So if you select another portion using lasso tool and press Ctrl and F, it will do retouching for you. So I suggest you not to do this lips portion because they are a sharp portion and it will not look good when you retouch them, and also not on the eyes. Don't retouch on the eye portion and the lips portion. Just do it on the other portion that needs to retouch. So as you can see, our retouching is complete, and it is really smooth process and really easy process, and it also keep your texture. As you can see in the picture, there is lots of texture in it, lots of detail in it, and as well as there is lots of smoothness in the picture, which looks really crisp and nice. Now see the difference. This is our previous picture, the raw image, and this is after. So as you can see, tons of difference. And also you can change the opacity if you think you did too much. As you can see, there is tons of difference, so really easy process. So guys, if you are new to this channel, please click on this red icon and don't forget to click on this bell icon and select send all notification for this channel and save. In this way you will get all the videos that I upload regularly on YouTube and get in touch with me. So thanks everyone, and peace out.